Good evening, and welcome to the 9th one-day FSTS graduation of 2022. So far, we've graduated 128 frontline supervisors, and tonight we celebrate the graduation of 19 more. And I couldn't be more proud of you all. Each one of you brings something unique to the role you're in, and I hope this class has shed a light on the things you need to do to become even more effective at your already tough but most important job here on the front line. You guys now face the difficult part. You now have to take what we have focused on over the last 2 weeks and take it back to your operation. Don't let the investment of the last 2 weeks of class be a waste. Remember what you have learned and apply it to your work area. This class is comparable to working out in the gym, and for the last 2 weeks you've been working out daily with different routines. You've done things you're not used to doing on a daily basis, but now you're on your own. Please know that James and I will support you well after this class is over, and we'll be here for anything you need. You also have your current management team to lean on in case you find yourself needing help. When you work out day after day, you can look in the mirror and you won't notice much of a difference. No different than when you're growing up as a kid. Day after day, you look in the mirror and then eventually maybe you do see a little bit of a difference. But when you look from 1 month to 3 months to even 6 months down the road, you can start to see the difference and the growth. That's what this class was. It was a workout for 2 weeks, but don't stop working out. Keep at it every day, stay motivated, and in time, you'll see the difference. So don't forget what you've learned over the last 2 weeks. Remember the difference between leading and managing, and how one is a pointed title and the other one is looked upon as a great role model. You manage tasks, but lead people, and we need you to be both. Remember the importance of leading all of your employees and not just the 80%. Because inclusion can create a team that is 50% more productive and unstoppable. Remember the importance of being fair and consistent and not lenient on your employees. Accountability works if it's administered correctly. It's designed to change behavior and not to terminate employees. Remember to engage with your employees. You need to build that special bond and relationship with each and every one of them. Your employees won't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Remember how important attitude is. And remember that the things we covered here in class aren't just UPS lessons, but life lessons as well. No matter where you are in life, start singing in the mud if you need to, and don't ever ring that bell. This class wouldn't be the same without the help of the WorldPort management team dedicating their time and effort into giving presentations to the class. As always, I'd like to thank them for their flexibility throughout the classes over the years so far, and I'd like to thank them for their future efforts. I'd like to extend a special thanks to Jeff Semenik for his talking points, and to Norman Seawright, who always wraps the class with an overview of things that we covered throughout the whole 2 weeks. Semenik reinforces the importance of safety and taking care of your employees and moving to different areas to increase your value as a supervisor. And Norman reinforces the difference between leading and managing. He stresses the importance of teamwork and planning. He brings home the importance of relationship building by bonding and building a relationship in the 2 hours that he is here in class. He tells you to continue to build your own brand and to stay in school and get your education by always sharpening your saw. Thank you again, Norman, for all you do. Now I would like to introduce Josh Castor so that we can begin graduation.
First up, I would like to introduce TK, who won the Knowledge Bee. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is TK. I am from Wingby Ramp, and I'd like to thank my management team, Corey Jaguna and Emily Heddle, for allowing me 2 weeks to attend FSTS. One of the many things that I took away from FSTS is the inclusion, because we're all here to do one thing, and that's work And what better way to make people want to work than to make them feel included? Thank you.
Up next, we have Austin. Congratulations, Austin.
Hi, I'm Austin Carroll. I'm from the one-day 9/11 ramp. I would like to thank my management team, Mary Kay and Mark Riley, for allowing me to be here for 2 weeks to come to FSTS. One soft skill I learned that will play an important role in my success is relationship building. It will allow me to understand and know my employees enough to push them and better their strengths to help them be better employees and possibly go up in the company. Thank you.
All right, up next, we have Sam, who had the perfect test score and was on the FSTS competition winning team. Congratulations, Sam.
Hello, I'm Sam Talbert, and I work at the freight facility. And I would like to thank Jim White and Shar Brown for letting me come to FSTS these past 2 weeks. We learned a lot of things these past 2 weeks, but the biggest thing that I took from it personally was just the fact that we have to care for our people, even on the hard days when it's them and you, to always make sure, like TK said, to include everyone within the operation. Thank you.
Up next, we have Rob. Rob had the perfect test score and was voted FSTS Most Improved. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Robert Mosier. I work on the Wing E ramp. I would like to thank my management team, Jennifer Peterson and Gerald Wolf, for sending me to FSTS. One of the many things I learned from FSTS was inclusion. Inclusion is the base builder in every successful team. Having inclusion helps teams be able to take on any challenge and conquer it. Something I'm going to take back to the wing with me is communication. By using communication, I will be able to get information to my people faster and easier. Thank you.
Up next, we have Auburn. Auburn had the perfect test score and was voted FSTS Best Dressed. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Auburn Colvin. I work in Wing Charlie for PSC. I would like to give a special thank you to my management team, Carly Chaffin, Keela Elders, and Stephen Barnes, for allowing me to spend 2 weeks at FSTS. One of the many things I've learned here at FSTS is the difference between a leader and a manager. When I get back into the operation, not only will I be a manager to my people, but I will develop them, be consistent, and motivate them daily to try their best. Thank you.
Up next, we have Ethan. Ethan had a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ethan Grimes, and I work for One Day Critical Healthcare. I'd like to thank my management team, Eric Haycraft and Jason Rutledge, for allowing me to take these past 2 weeks to attend FSTS. For these past 2 weeks, I learned how not just to become a better supervisor, but how to become a better leader. There are 6 important concepts I learned that I must know to be a great leader. First, a good leader is a mentor, a coach, that motivates their people by being supportive, providing direction and purpose, and finally, being transparent and open. Qualities like these are important to encourage our employees to be more productive, positive, and most importantly, to do the right thing. Whether this be honesty or safety, a good leader should embody these qualities to inspire their employees to be the same. Second, a leader must create an inclusive, positive environment for others. UPS is a diverse company. We employ a lot of different people with a lot of different backgrounds, races, and cultures. It is our duty as leaders to make sure they feel welcome, comfortable, and heard while they work with us. This in turn will create trust, positivity, and an overall productive workplace. Next is accountability. A leader holds both themselves and their employees accountable for their actions. Ensure that you follow through with what you say and what you will do. Do not lay blame on your employees who do not have the capability or authority to do your job. This will lead to a decrease or complete obliteration of trust between you and your employees, and it will take a long time to rebuild that trust. Reward your employees for doing what they promise and what they are assigned to do. Recognition will further inspire them to work hard and outperform themselves. Use progressive discipline to improve poor performance and help those who are struggling to meet your standards and expectations. Accountability is a useful tool for maintaining a positive, productive work environment for everyone. Fourth, a leader does whatever they can to further develop others. Our employees are the backbone of UPS. They do the manual labor and work harder than most supervisors. They deserve to be given a chance to move up in our company. As supervisors, it is our responsibility to make sure those we watch over are given the training and resources they need to move up in our company. We must set an example for them, encourage them to reach greater heights, nurture their talents. Jeff Simonik told us in class that the quality of a supervisor is shown by the number of employees promoted in that area. If you have people getting promoted in your area, you know you're doing something right. If not, you still have work to do. Fifth, a leader sets expectations for others. As a supervisor, we are to hold our employees to our expectations. We expect them to work safe, work hard, and help each other. When we fail to set these expectations, it creates hardships such as infighting or worse, injuries in your area. So make sure you clearly define what your expectations are so your employees will follow them. Finally, a leader fosters relationships with others. As supervisors, we are expected to create relationships with our employees. Trust, inclusivity, transparency, and positivity are needed to build these relationships. Relationships are what get our employees to come in during snowstorms and heat waves. They improve employee morale and increase employee retention. When you return to your areas next week, make sure you begin fostering good relationships with your employees. Keeping in mind these 6 concepts, not only will you become a better manager, but a better leader. Thank you.
Up next, we have Andrew. Congratulations, Andrew.
Good evening. My name is Andrew Brown Kessinger. I'm from load planning. And one of the key factor takeaways that I have from this course is the body language is one of the key factors in communication. And that's about all I got.
Up next, we have Gabby. Gabby was a part of the FSTS competition team that won. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Gabrielle Simpkins, and I just got promoted to the 911 1DA ramp. Thank you to Kyle Payton and Mary Kay for allowing me to attend FSTS. One of the many things I took away from FSTS is the difference between a leader and a supervisor. I wanted to bring this to my area and use it to not only hold my employees accountable, but myself accountable, motivate people, and mentor them to move up into the company if they wish, and to foster trusting relationships between all employees. Thank you.
Up next, we have Mercedes. Mercedes had a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mercedes, and I am from the South Core C. I'd like to start off by thanking my management team, Moretta and Derek, for the opportunity of allowing me to attend FSTS for the past 2 weeks. One of the many things that has stuck with me is the topic of leadership and what it means to be a leader. Everyone here has had a leader in their life, someone who has motivated you or someone you can trust and rely on. Whether that be a parent, a mentor, a teacher, a coach, or even simply a fellow supervisor or your manager. A leader is someone who provides you vision and direction, and they are compassionate, empathetic, and they push you to be your best self. And that is the type of supervisor I strive to be. I want my people to feel that way about me, and I want my people to follow me not because they have to, but because they want to. And that is what I'll be devoting myself to within my operation. Thank you.
Up next, we have Malia. Malia received a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Malia Yamada, and I am from One Day 911 Ramp. I would like to thank my management team, Gabby Hosman and Mary Kay, for allowing me to go to FSTS for the past 2 weeks. One thing that I learned from FSTS is communication, that it is important to be assertive while showing compassion so your employees see that you care enough to help them develop. It's not always about what you say, it's how you say it. Thank you.
Next up, we have Jacob. Jacob was a part of the winning competition team. And Jacob is also our Jim Casey legacy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jacob, and I'm from Small Store International. I would like to thank my full-time supervisor, Dee, and my manager, Moretta, for giving me the great opportunity to attend this course. One of the many things I learned from FSTS is the rich history of UPS. From a league of extraordinary men with ideas to almost 115 years later, in this time, there has been a lot of things we have done right and some things we have done wrong too. But it is our responsibility to help improve our company, carry on the legacy of UPS's great leaders, and sustain our reputation as the world's #1 delivery service. Thank you.
Up next, we have Johnny. Congratulations, Johnny.
Hello, good evening. My name is Johnny from the 911 Ram. I want to thank my manager and my full-timer, Mary Kay and Gabby Hoffman. I want to thank my instructor for FSTS, Elaine and James, to teach me the knowledge and the tool to be a good leader and management. Many things I want to take from FSTS: communication and safety. Communication for people, but be care all the people in here. We need to listen to them no matter what. Successful to this business, we need to listen to our management and our UPSer team to go forward. My goal is right now to motivate new employees or the all UPSer to follow the management role. Management role have the leader and the tool to teach anyone inside UPS or outside UPS. For the tool that I got learned, I want to pass on to everybody, all the new hire coming out, and motivate everybody to become a supervisor or management team, maybe inside or outside the UPS. We got a good program here in the UPS to teach the role of management and leadership. Thank you. Have a fun day.
Now we have Sarah. Sarah received a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Good evening. I'm Sarah Growney, and I work as a frontline supervisor on the 911 Ram. First, I'd like to thank Darren Myers and Josh Dean for gifting me the opportunity to participate in FSTS these last 2 weeks. Not only have I met a bunch of amazing new people, but I also learned a lot of new skills. One thing in particular that I learned and plan to take back with me to the operation is setting clear work expectations. Not just my expectations for my employees, but also my management's expectations for myself and my employees' expectation for me. This will help everyone feel accomplished in the workplace and help us to grow stronger as a company. Thank you.
Next we have Melissa. Melissa received a perfect test score and was also voted best dressed.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Melissa, and I work as a frontline supervisor in Small Sort Secondary. I would like to send a big thank you to both Karen Barrera and John McSwain for allowing me the opportunity to come to FSTS. Of all the valuable lessons I've learned in FSTS, one that has stuck with me the most is the importance of fostering our employees' trust. Using the 3 C's of trust: confidence, caring, and credibility. Showing confidence by taking initiative and getting results. Caring by showing genuine concern for others and interest, and being warm and appreciative. And credibility by demonstrating integrity and communicating openly and frankly. I am excited to take everything I've learned at FSTS back to my fellow supervisors and employees. Thank you.
Now we have Chloe. Chloe received a perfect test score and was also on the winning competition team. Congratulations.
name is Chloe Schmidt. I work as a shift supervisor in Building 1. I want to thank my management team, Joe Ballinger and Rosalind Hambrick, for allowing me to attend 2 weeks of FSTS. One of the many things I learned in FSTS was that supervising is not all about you. It's about motivating and holding your employees and yourself accountable, because this is how we build the future of management at UPS. Thank you.
Next, we have Christina. Christina received a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Christina Forrest. I work in the Worldport Freight Facility in the one-day truck operation. I would like to thank my management team, Jim White and Tashara Brown, for allowing me this opportunity to attend FSTS. One of the many things I've learned at FSTS is that being a leader is not only about guiding people in the right direction, but also motivating and developing them along the way. Thank you.
Now we have Jalen. Jalen received a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jalen Childress. I work in OPC, and I would like to thank my management team, Corey Meredith and Dan Childress, for allowing me to be a part of FSTS. One of the biggest things I took away from this class was what it means to be a leader. So what is a leader? Is it someone that is able to envision things that others cannot? Is it who we are? Is it about making hard decisions that others aren't willing to make? Your ideas of a leader may differ from my own, but I'm going to tell you what I think. A leader doesn't just come up with great ideas. A leader creates an environment in which great ideas can happen. A leader is about building relationships. It's the ability to get people to follow you because they want to, and not just because of your title or the position that you hold. As I wrap this up, I just want to make one more statement. A leader is someone who doesn't just aspire to make a living, they aspire to make a difference. Thank you.
Next, we have Xavier. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Xavier Martindale. I work at the one-day Worldport Freight Facility. I want to thank Jim White, Josh Lett, and the rest of my management team for allowing me 2 weeks to attend FSTS. One of the many things I've learned at FSTS is that we are a people-based company. Our people have more opportunities and get more than I had initially realized. Some of the things that we provide is safety, motivation, and we promote from within. I want to take what I've learned from FSTS back to my area and make a lot of changes in a good way. Lastly, thank you to Elaine, James, and Josh for helping me get through this process. Thank you.
Now we have Zach. Congratulations, Zach.
Good evening. My name is Zach Brandenburg, and I am an unload supervisor at Wing Echo. I've been with the company for 4 years. I've been a frontline supervisor for 1 year. First off, I'd like to thank my management team, Jennifer Peterson and Dominique Williams, for allowing me to attend FSTS for the past 2 weeks. One of the most important things that I took away from this class is that we aren't just a shipping company, we are a people company. As frontline supervisors, we have the most important job of all, working directly with our union employees. We have the ability to improve our employees' workday, career, and even their lives just by creating strong relationships with our people. FSTS has better equipped me to build these relationships and keep moving forward in and out of the workplace. And finally, I would like to thank James and Elaine for the amazing FSTS experience. The lessons I learned here will be with me forever. Thank you.
Now, to wrap up graduation, we have our Jim Casey Legacy winner, Jacob.
It is not too soon to think of what our successors may do. We must realize that we cannot dedicate or devise the tactics of games to be played against unknown opponents under unknown rules and conditions of future days. So we must trust that the players on our team of a later day will be at least as capable as ourselves. In actual performance, they should do better because they will have as guides the fundamental principles which have been discovered, tested, and proved. Let us therefore be as certain as we can that those fundamental principles will be clearly understood and that amendments, when necessary, will be in detail rather in principle. But how can we make sure there will be no basic, ill-considered, unwarranted, unsuccessful changes in policies that have served us so well? How can our company always maintain young, strong, modern, aggressive, and forward-looking? Who will be those leaders? They will be individuals who now, today, are forging ahead, not spectacularly or with fanfare, but modestly and quietly. They are the plain, simple people who are doing their best on the present jobs with us, whatever those jobs happen to be. Such people will not fail us when called for bigger things. It is for them, our successors, to remember that the glamour, romance, and success of our business at any stage of its existence must be the product of years resulting from work of many devoted people, and there can be no glamour, no romance, no truly great success unless shared in by all. Ladies and gentlemen, after reading this passage, I have a question for you. What type of leader are you going to be? Are you going to be the leader that encourages and motivates their people to be the best person they can be inside and outside of UPS? Or are you going to be the supervisor that micromanages everyone and treats the job just as a 9-to-5? Are you going to be the leader that takes the effort and builds rapport with your employees and show them that you actually care? Or are you going to be the person people know that says you're going to do all these things, but it's all just false promises? Are you going to be the leader that takes ownership of everything that happens in your respective areas? Or are you going to be the person to point the finger at someone or something else when things go wrong and only take credit for the good things? The leaders you become today, tomorrow, and indefinitely will ultimately be up to you. As leaders, it is very important for us to possess these fundamental principles: integrity, accountability, respect, loyalty, transparency, flexibility, determination, and trustworthiness. I can go on all day, but we'd be here for a while, so it's not only important for us to possess these for our benefit, but for the benefit of our employees, our company, and our friends and family at home. We have taken this opportunity to become a part of the management team because as supervisor, seeing that we possess some or all of these fundamental principles and invaluable ability to help improve UPS. Now from this day on, it is our responsibility to uphold these principles and pay it forward. If you know of employees who have the potential to become a leader, who already possess some of these qualities or can be mentored or coached into becoming great leaders, it is your responsibility to take those people under your wing because the future of UPS rests in our hands. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jacob. Great job. Congratulations, you guys. You all did fantastic this past 2 weeks, and let's go have some fun.